Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Rockin' Reaction Rollers. It's Monday night. We're doing a few things different this week, being that I've been on a break, and I got to get my microphone over here. Been on a break for a few days, and so we didn't put out any music Saturday night for Music Box Mondays this week. So we will do that this coming Saturday night, as if fate allows. But anyway, this week's going to be kind of a catch-up week. And we may go back and do a couple things that we haven't had time to do. Like tomorrow night, I think I'm going to do a Tammy's Twofer because it's been a while since I've gotten to put anything out here. So I think we're going to do that tomorrow night. Tonight, we have 2 birthday songs that we're putting out. We've already put out one. And then Thursday and Friday, we'll come back on and we'll play off the subscribers' request list. And so also, Metal Mark, I wanted to holler out there to you. You were the winner of the most views for the year with the Eagle Fly Free, I believe is the name of it, by Love Bites. And so if you're watching out there, you can send me a request. So I will play that for you. And if you'd send that to me in an email, that would be great at tamcox60@gmail.com. So that way I can get that on here. And so anyway, guys, glad to be back. Had a nice little break. I know the holidays are over. I'll get my scene changed back here soon. I hope everybody had a great New Year, and I hope the first few days have been good to you guys. We just bought a wood furnace a couple months ago, and it's going back this week because the darn thing just is not working right. So I've been dealing with that all day, and actually for the past several days. So I think we've gotten through that, and so now things can kind of settle down a little bit. So anyway, we're just going to get started with the second song, and this one's going to be a happy birthday to my sister Nancy. Her birthday was yesterday, but we were not on the channel yesterday, and this is her 70th birthday. So Saturday I took her to the casino. We both lost our butt as we figured we would, and then I took her out to eat afterwards, and so anyway, she had a good weekend and a good birthday. So anyway, didn't do a lot of partying, but we did go eat and went and threw around some money. But this is the song she wants me to play. We're going to go back to 1971. And she said she thought about it because I told her to give me a request. And she's like, I just remember this song is from me and you being young, and when this song came out, she's 7 years older than me. I would have been 11, so she would have been 17 or 18 years old at this time when this song came out. And I can remember being in the car with our parents, and anytime this song would come on, we'd lean over the seats because nobody wore seat belts back then. We'd lean over and turn up the radio and tick our dad off. He'd get mad, and we'd turn it up, and then we'd sing all the way through it. And at the time, it was probably the longest song that had ever been written out there. But now, the song that we're going to play, this song was the longest song to ever reach #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 for nearly 50 years. A record broken in 2021 by Taylor Swift's 10-minute song, All Too Well. And this song's like 8 minutes, 40-some seconds, I believe. But this song was exceptionally long for a single, initially released split across both sides of a 45 record, and held its chart-topping records for decades. And so back in 1971, right about this time, January 15th, this song in 1972 is when it was really popular. It was released in 1971, but in January of 72, from what I understand, was when it hit #1, and it stayed there like 4 weeks. And the song I'm talking about is American Pie by McLean. Now, we had this song on the channel a couple times. First one was 3 years ago. The other one was a year ago. So it's safe to play it again. And so I know it's a long song, but I haven't heard it in a while, and it's Nancy's request. So happy birthday, Nancy. 1971, American Pie by McLean.
A long, long time ago, I can still remember how that music used to make me smile. And I knew if I had my chance that I could make those people dance, and maybe they'd be happy for a while. but February made me shiver with every paper I deliver. Bad news on the doorstep, I couldn't take one more step. I can't remember if I cried when I read about his widowed bride, but something touched me deep inside the day the music died. So bye-bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And then good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Did you write the book of love, and do you have faith in God above? If the Bible tells you so, how do you believe in rock and roll? Can music save your mortal soul? And can you teach me how to dance real slow? Well, I know that you're in love with him, 'cause I saw you dancing in the gym. You both kicked off your shoes. Man, I dig those rhythm and blues. I was a lonely teenage bronc buck with a pink carnation and a pickup truck, but I knew I was out of luck for the day the music died. I started singing bye-bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye and singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Now for 10 years we've been on our own, and moss grows fat on a rolling stone, but that's not how it used to be. When the jester sang for the king and queen in a coat he borrowed from James Dean, a voice that came from you and me. Oh, and while the king was looking down, the jester stole his thorny crown. The courtroom was adjourned. Now verdict was returned, and while Lennon read a book of Marx, the quartet practiced in the park, and we sang dirges in the dark. The day the music died, we were singing bye-bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye and singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Helter-skelter in the summer swelter, the birds flew off with a fallout shell. 8 miles high and falling fast, and landed foul on the grass. The players tried for a forward pass, with the jester on the sidelines in a cast.
I'm going to stop this song because we're about halfway through it. One thing I hate about this song nowadays is it'll be on my mind for days, even though I love the song. It's a classic. But yeah, it's kind of hard to get rid of out of your head because it's so long. But I'm going to read a couple things about it before we get back to the song. This song was recorded and released in October of 1971 on the album of the same name, American Pie. The single was the #1 U.S. hit for 4 weeks in 1972, starting on January the 15th. So this song is 54 years old, and it was released as a double A side. Yeah. So anyway, we'll read more about it and more about Don McLean when we get finished with the song. Happy birthday, Nancy, or I guess I should say happy belated birthday now, because hers was yesterday on January the 4th. We're doing the 1971 American Pie by Don McLean.
Now the halftime air was sweet perfume while the sergeants played a marching tune. We all got up to dance, but we never got the chance. The players tried to take the field, the marching band refused to yield. Do you recall what was revealed today? The music died. We started singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove a Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and ride, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Oh, and there we were all in one place, a generation lost in space, with no time left to start again. So come on, Jack, be nimble, Jack, be quick. Jack Flash sat on a candlestick, 'cause fire is the devil's only friend. Oh, and as I watched him on the stage, my hands were clenched in fists of rage. No angel born in hell could break that same spell. And as the flames climbed high into the night, to light the sacrificial rite, I saw Satan laughing with delight today. The music died. He was singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove a Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and ride, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. I met a girl who sang the blues, and I asked her for some happy news, but she just smiled and turned away. I went down to the sacred store where I'd heard the music years before, but the man there said the music wouldn't play. And in the streets the children screamed, the lovers cried and the poets dreamed, but not a word was spoken. The church bells all were broken, and the three men I admire most, the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, they caught the last train for the coast. The day the music died, and they were singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. They were singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die.
Oh, I loved it, loved it, loved it. And happy birthday, Nancy. God, that brought back a lot of memories just from her bringing it up earlier and how we used to sing the song when it would come on in the radio. And my sister's probably the one that turned me on to rock and roll, even though I think I went further than her with it. I got into it a little more than she did, but she was the one that we get all the albums, and got me into it at a very young age. But anyway, Don McLean, he's a reverend figure in American music and has been for decades. He's known for his storytelling, enduring legacy across genres, and induction into the Songwriters Hall of Fame. Other hits like Vincent, which is another good song, and Castles in the Air are the other two that people might know him by. And then it says Don McLean's iconic song, American Pie, was released in 1971 on the album of the same name, becoming a #1 U.S. hit in early 1972 and a defining anthem about the loss of innocence in rock and roll, symbolized by the day the music died, and in parentheses, Buddy Holly's 1959 plane crash. So yeah, it had a lot of different things in there, and over the years, different pieces of it, different verses or different lines were supposedly meant different things, and some about Mick Jagger, I think, and there's just other things in there that I had heard over the years. I'm not sure, but interesting song, and it was always one fun to sing to, just to see how many lyrics you could get right, and we'd fight back and forth over what it really said, or see who knew the lyrics the best. But again, happy birthday, Nancy. Thanks for tuning in, everybody, tonight. We're going to go. We'll be back on tomorrow night with Tammy's 2 for Tuesday, which we haven't had in a while. Metal Mark, if you hear this video, be sure to get a request in for me through email, please, tamcox60@gmail.com. And we'll see you guys back here tomorrow night. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you like it. Be sure to hit like underneath it, and peace out.